Welcome to the video, and today we're going to be talking about HIVE5, and if you haven't heard of HIVE5, check out my other video. I'll chuck it in the corner, whichever one it sits in. They're a P2P lending platform that give investors the opportunity to make up to 16% per year in interest back on their investments. I have done a previous video on exactly what HIVE5 are, but I had the opportunity to meet with their CEO, Ricardus, and ask him a number of questions. I thought I'd summarize the answer to those questions here with you today. I also got sent in my Discord, shameless plug to my Discord, realtalk.business/Discord. If you want to check it out, if you're interested in making money online, investing, building cool products, want to build a product yourself, whatever it might be, check out realtalk.business/Discord. Anyway, I was sent in Discord a video of someone that they released about HIVE5. Now, I wanted to get some clarification and follow up onto these questions as well, so these I brought to Ricardus as well. And I want to summarize all of that in this video. Firstly, I asked what the motivation was to start HIVE5 in the first place. You know, why quit your day job and start something like this? Now, this is something that I have a real passion for, because these are the exact sort of things that I love to do, build products, bring them to market. But obviously this is a fairly established, rather large undertaking. For Ricardus, it was more about the speed in which people were trying to access money, and just especially when it comes to business, access to money quickly is kind of important when you're trying to build or scale a business. And the speed and bureaucracy behind it was just slowing everything down. So him and a business partner of his, who is the technical side of things, they came together to create HIVE5. And in doing so, they wanted to put automation and technology at the forefront of everything they're building. So instead of starting and then scaling and automating further down the line, which is what most companies do, they wanted to make sure that technology was first. Everything they built is automated and as efficient as possible so that they can run a effective and efficient operations. And this leads into one of the next points as well. With technology being at the forefront, they also wanted that to be a part of their review process for loan applications. So this is why they built their unique scoring system that uses technology to score individuals. And it starts to learn about individuals, and what they found as well is a lot of the borrowers that come into the platform are repeat borrowers. So they also can base the scoring based on previous results, etc., etc., etc. So it builds up this credit system that is automated that allows them to work out who they should and shouldn't lend money to based on that. So again, technology, the linchpin behind everything that they're doing. And now, as well as being the forefront of what they're doing, the technology and automation allows them to run a much leaner organization. And this is important for a number of different reasons as well. Oftentimes when you have a company like this, and a company that's interested in scaling as much as possible, you find that the business becomes rather bloated with sales, marketing, etc., 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 overhead. And the overhead needed to scale both the infrastructure operations, all of the technology, and all of just the general operations is the biggest overhead that a company like that can face. And so with that, they wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case. Now, they operate on just 15 people. I think the overall total is maybe 20, but I believe it's around 15 is their operational footprint when it comes to people. This is also then important when it comes to their profitability. There was a question about their profitability because they're going to be profitable. In fact, they were profitable in January 2023, so January this year, and that was just on 2 mil of revenue. And so this is possible due to the fact that they run such lean operations in that field. And one of the questions that I saw from this video that was released was that they are yet to see any public record of this or public filing. And so I approached them about this and asked as well, and they assured me that at the end of May, so around the time of the release of this video, they are filing their first quarter reports, so you'll be able to access those online very soon. So again, transparency is just, everything is just there. And with these types of conversations, obviously risk is something that comes up all the time, which is the reason why they want to build their own credit system to ensure that they could manage the risk from the borrower side. And on top of this, when it comes to risk, liquidity is one of the things that we've seen being the downfall of many different companies, whether it's a bank, whether it's a crypto entity, it doesn't matter what it is these days. It seems that liquidity and leverage or over leveraging themselves, it takes down a lot of companies, doesn't matter what your size is. So obviously one of those key risks is making sure that you are completely liquid. And this is something that means a lot to them, because being liquid means that they can always service their investors and lend money to borrowers. And they do this in a number of ways, and growth is a part of that. So they don't want to grow too quickly. And Ricardus said we could have grown a lot faster, but in doing so, it would over leverage their balance and mean that there is more risk, and they're trying to manage their risk. And so for them, it's all about slow progression and slow and steady growth to make sure that they are not over leveraging themselves and they always have enough money to be able to balance both the investors and the borrowers. A point that was raised in the video as well was their newness. Like, obviously they're a new company and that being a risk. Now, of course, this is a risk. Every new company, like if I launched a company tomorrow, which I probably will, this just happens. But you would look and go, well, that's a risk because they're a new company, and you'd have to look at the people's track record, you'd have to look at the things they've done before that, and you'd obviously have to just keep track of their progress and how they're doing, and that would equally help mitigate some of that risk for you. It's just through experience. Now, you can't fully just take the newness of a company as being something that you would not trust. You have to do that in context with other things. So I completely understand. If you're an investor, you're going to say, well, hang on, this company's new. What track record do they have? So you're going to have to look back and try and understand that. I understand that. I would do the same. In fact, that's exactly what I do. There was also a mention in this video that I raised to them about the relationship with a known P2P scammer. And so I raised this question to them as well. And I was told that the only relationship they had was to purchase the software that they're using, not the scoring system, but just the pure, I suppose, platform that you log into and stuff like that from this individual, and that individual has no ownership or involvement in the business other than that. And in fact, I mentioned the technology and the platform, and I come from a product background, so product is kind of my bag, and they said that there are a number of improvements they knew they needed to make to that platform, so they plan on iterating massively on the user interface and just the platform they're generally going to use. This also leads me to the next point as well. What's next for HIVE5? What's their overall plan? And so with everything, like I said, technology is at the forefront. So trying to reach new markets is one. They're going to be applying for their crowdfunding license soon as well. So all of these things come back into giving you that trust in the company. But again, that comes over time, and that comes with experience and seeing what they're doing. So for me, I'm not trying to persuade anyone, I'm just trying to present the facts as I see it, and present the facts that I've tried to seek out, and the information that I can gather from all these different points, put them together and try and make an informed decision. I myself personally use the platform. That doesn't mean that you need to as well. Again, we have to try and get all of this information from different points and then make that informed decision ourselves on whether this is something that would be interesting for us to invest in. When it comes to the money, they have investors investing €500,000+ in their platform. In fact, the individual alternate investor, like myself, is a very small selection of what they're doing. This is a new market for them. They are trying to reach new people like you, like me, us, people, but it's a small subsection of what they do. A lot of the people that are investing are businesses, other entities like that, and they are putting money in because it makes more sense to get a better return. And so us as individual investors, we're a very small subset of customers that HIVE5 actually has. In my conversation with Ricardus, he explained that their plans are to geographically expand, also customer base expand. Like I said, we are a small subsection of their customer base, and they're looking to expand that, and that equals geographically as well. So not just on the borrower side, but on the investment side as well. So they're looking to release in more geographic locations around the world. And they're also looking to put technology at the forefront of that. So like I said, changes coming to their UI, changes coming to their platform, mobile strategy, all of this, making sure that you have accessible to you everything you need as an investor, as a borrower, and trying to then make sure that as a borrower or as an investor, you have everything you need on their platform to be able to either get the money you need or make the money you need. So it has to play on the both sides, and this means putting technology first. Like I said, I'm not here to convince you one way or another. I can only present the information that I get and allow you to form your own decisions based on that. I had a great chat with Ricardus. I think he's building some amazing stuff, and I'm really interested to see where HIVE5 are going. Like I said, I've been using the platform for 3 months now. I've been putting my money every single month in there. I have it on an automated strategy, so it just continues. Once one loan is finished, the next one just starts again. It just keeps on reinvesting every single month. It's just automated. I'm happy to share that with you. In fact, I do. So again, check out my Discord, realtalk.business/Discord, and you can see exactly what I get up to in HIVE5, because I share all my stuff. I'm very transparent with what I do within my Discord. And if you're interested in HIVE5, check them out at realtalk.business/HIVE5. I've currently been seeing about 1.666666 recurring % return every single month because I have it set on a monthly cycle, which is roughly 14.9% return per annum, which is pretty good. I've had no issues with the platform so far. I have given my product feedback in how to potentially improve some of the UI because I just can't help myself, and this is what I love to do to everyone. If you're using HIVE5, let me know in the comments below. Any other questions you might have, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. Peace.